Hello everyone. As always, all adventures start here in our dining room table. Say hi, Candy.
Hello.
Tonight we're going to do something a little different. We're going to show you what it's like to actually go out to a Costa Rican restaurant and order. And I think you'll see the difference between what you're used to in America or a lot of other countries and what actually goes on here. So we're going to be heading out. We're not sure which restaurant we're going to be eating at, so we're going to drive around and we're going to pick out one, and we're going to give you the experience of sitting down and ordering, and the same as we do, okay? So we'll see you there at the restaurant, and we'll see you in a few. Bye. All right, we've drove into Puerto Viejo, and we're at this restaurant, and the restaurant is called, we just picked it up, we just decided to, it is
Red.
The Red Crab. I'll show it to you the sign. Here's where we're at. Watch out, Candy, back up, let the traffic go through. Here's where we're at, and here's where we're going to be eating, so this will be our dining experience for the evening. And as you can see, it's a little busy, and we're on one of the back streets here. So we're going to go in and we're going to get us a table, and you can see what time it is, and we'll see what time it is when we sit down and we get our table and we decide what we're going to eat. We'll show you the menu, and we'll all proceed from there. Okay, here we go. This is our table. We're sitting down here. Say hi, Candy.
Hello.
As you can see, my wife doesn't say a whole lot. Okay, we've got our menus.
I gotta go get my glasses.
And we're going. She's explaining specials to us. Oh, 1 second here. Let me get a shot of this. Okay.
Seafood.
And we'll be right back with you.
Real pricey.
As most places, well, a lot of the places that we've noticed, they've got the menus, as you can see here, in Spanish, and then the reverse side is in English. And of course, this is for the tourists. So, as you can see what they have on the menu, the same thing that I'm looking at, and I'll decide here in a minute what I'm going to have. Candy, have you decided on anything yet?
I thought I was gonna get some shrimp, like you said.
Maybe some shrimp?
Yeah.
All right, we'll pick back up in just a minute, okay, guys? All right, we've decided, but seems to be a little controversy between my wife and I. We're looking at the casado and the rice and beans. She's going to have the rice and beans, the shrimp and the Caribbean sauce with rice and beans, and I'm going to have the shrimp with the Caribbean sauce and the casado, only we don't know what casado is. So we'll see when it gets here, all right? All right. All right, we've just placed our order, and we both got the shrimp and the Caribbean sauce, and I've got mine with casado. Again, I don't know what it is, so it might be great, might be, I don't know, we'll see. And Candy got hers with the
rice and beans.
The rice and the beans. So, and as you can see, the time stamp in the top there. My date and time might be, or my date might be off. The thing what I'm getting at is the minutes from when we ordered until when the food arrives. That's the reason I keep mentioning the time. And
Come here.
we'll see about how long it takes. I'm sure it's, it's not what you're used to in the United States, but this is the laid-back lifestyle, and nothing happens really fast here. I mean, nothing happens fast. So I told her to surprise me with a juice. I have no idea what kind of juice she's going to bring me. A lot of great juices. We have the star fruit juice is amazing. The pineapple juice mixture is really good. They've got a red juice that we don't know what it is yet, but it's pretty good too. So far all the juices have been really good. So I don't think that's going to be a bad one, but we'll see what kind she brings me, and we'll pick back up in just a few minutes. We've got a pooch that's decided, and this is common in Costa Rica, to have a stray dog walking around. but he's decided to stop and see what he can beg from us.
I gave him the food that I had.
And Candy gave him some meat that she had left from lunch that she brung, and this guy wants more of it. So, but it's not uncommon to see a dog walking around here in Costa Rica. The people in Costa Rica really, really, really love their animals. As you can see, it's a stray dog, no collar, but yet it's not skin and bones. It looks like it's well fed, as most of them do. So, we'll.
You got your fresca.
Okay. I think there was a miscommunication. I asked for a juice, but I got a fresca. So. We'll go with the fresca. I'm all right with that. So anyway, we'll see where we go from here and what the time constraints are. And all right, we'll get back in a few. Bye. Hey, I just wanted to mention a little bit about the money and the prices. The prices are all based on the colony, and the colony is basically 2,000 colones. 1,000 colones equals $2 American. So it's basically 500 cologne per dollar. And as I don't know if you noticed or not, the shrimp was 6,000 cologne, so which is roughly $12. So, and the drinks, I want to say the drinks are 1,500 colognes, so which is roughly $3. So we're looking at about a $25 meal here. So the price isn't outrageous. Hopefully the food is really good. We haven't eaten here, but I just want to mention about the pricing. So every time I show you something and it's in thousands, it's really quite simple. If it's 6,000, you double it to 12, which means it's $12.
And when you get ketchup, you also get mayo, because you add the ketchup to the mayo.
Yeah, for some reason, it's real popular to mix, like Candy was just saying, mixing the ketchup and the mayo for dipping your fries in. And actually, it's not bad. I don't think I would have ever thought of it, but it's a thing here in every restaurant. When you sit down and you get fries of some sort, you get ketchup and mustard to mix, ketchup and mayo to mix. So anyway, I guess back to the prices. It's real simple. If you see something that's 24,000, means it double that, $48. If it's 2,000, you double that to 4, which means it's $4 American. So it's not really hard to swap the figures in your head to see how much you're spending American if you tend to do it that way. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there so that everybody was aware of how it was and what the pricing was, because it seems 6,000. They're going, oh my gosh, that's outrageous. So it's really not. All right, we'll talk later. Okay, our food has arrived, and casado, I guess, is just simply rice and beans, not mixed. Here's the food. As you can see, that just looks stunning, doesn't it? With candies.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got fried pantacones, we've got the shrimp and Caribbean sauce, a salad, and the rice and the beans. So I'm getting ready to dig in here. Candy, how's yours?
I haven't tried it yet.
Go ahead.
I'm about to. But, oh my God, that is so good.
All right. Now I gotta try it. She's done convinced me, so I've got to take a taste of mine too. Shrimp have the tails on them.
They're cooked just right.
She was not kidding. That is just amazing. It's in the creamy red sauce or the Caribbean sauce. It's creamy. It's delicious. It's the shrimp is cooked perfect. So I'm getting ready to dig in here, and we'll get back with you when we get done and we get toward calculating the bill. All right, guys. Bye. All right. One thing that you won't get here, if you can see, our waitress is standing over at the counter over there talking to that gentleman, probably the owner of the restaurant. But you will not get a waitress to come back and ask if you need anything else. That doesn't happen. They work on a tip service. The tip is built into the bill, so they don't have a need to try to give you above and beyond service. The service is always good. It's always the people are always well mannered. It's always good service. It's just that when the meal comes, that you're done with the waitress. You're not going to see your waitress again unless you call her over. So one of the things. Oh, and I'm tearing this up. This shrimp in the Caribbean sauce is just amazing. I mean, utterly amazing. So, anyway, we're about halfway through with our meal. So we're going to shut off here and we'll pick it back up, like I said, when it comes bill time. Bye. We just finished our meals, and I mean, we finished all of it. The waitress just took the plates away. Anything to say about that meal, Candy?
I haven't had shrimp like that ever. It was so good. The sauce in it was made with coconut milk in it, and it was just delicious. Delicious.
I gotta agree. It was just outstanding. If you're going to be in Puerto Viejo, if you're in Puerto Viejo and you haven't tried the red crab here, I highly recommend you come back and at least have the shrimp in the Caribbean sauce. It will blow your taste buds away. This was just one really good meal.
And the shrimps weren't small, they were big. They were jumbo shrimp.
And a good quantity of them too. I think
we got 10 apiece.
10 apiece, which is, I mean, typically in an American dining facility, you'll get 5 or 6 jumbo shrimp, and they call that a meal. But here it was like double that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But back to, if you're in Puerto Viejo, or if you're going to be in Puerto Viejo, please stop by the red crab and have the Caribbean shrimp. You will not be disappointed. I mean, you will not. Here's another thing. We haven't yet had a waitress bring us our bill. The bills are always, you go to the counter and then they calculate it off of a piece of paper that they've written it down on, if they've written it down. But you know, I don't think I've had anybody cheat us yet, and I really don't expect to have anybody cheat us. You know, so because they want your business, they want you to keep coming back.
And we will be coming back
to this one, definitely. We had dinner I got pizza the other night at Puerto Viejo Pizzeria, and we ordered two large Supremes, and we got to where we were going with the pizza, and the top one was a Supreme. They put them both in the same box, by the way. The top one was a Supreme, but the bottom one was just a cheese pizza. It had a couple pieces of ham on it, but I thought that was quite a rip-off. I can see that they're just after the tourist dollar, and they don't really care how they serve or who they serve. So I'm going to tell you to avoid Puerto Viejo pizza on the outskirts of Puerto Viejo. Eat there at your own peril, you know. No, I take that back. We ate there, and we got what we paid for. But it's the to-go order where they got us with the cheese pizza, because we just ordered to go. We didn't check both pizzas, and that's what we ended up with. Oh well, the cat's out of the bag. But
we're gonna go find another place to eat pizza, because we're not gonna go eat pizza there no more.
But like I said, the waitress won't bring you your bill to the table. So I'm gonna walk up now and
pay our bill.
Pay our bill, and I'll get a copy of it. So I'll show you what we paid for. You know, how the bills are done. It's basically just a receipt from the print machine. But we'll be back with the bill in a minute, okay?
You taking that up when you pay the bill?
No. Okay, so here's our bill, and as you can see, the Cameroons or the shrimp, and the Cameroons again the shrimp, they were $6,900. Okay, the Coca-Cola was $1,500 or $3, and my Fresca was $1,500 or $3, for a subtotal of $16,800. Okay, now here's what I was showing you. The tip was built in. Here's the tip. It's a 10% tip built into it. So 1,600 kronas tip, and then our total here is $18,438, or about $36. So I don't think that $36 for two people for a dinner out is too outrageous. In fact, it's well below what we would spend for the same dinner had we bought it even in Red Lobster. Had they offered Caribbean shrimp, we would have paid more than this. So we're very happy with the price. We were extremely happy with the food. And again, I'm going to tell you, if you're going to be in Puerto Viejo, if you're in Puerto Viejo, and you don't stop at the Red Crab here on the back, it's on the back street. Puerto Viejo is only 3 streets deep, so this one's on the 2nd street. And the streets really don't have names, or I would tell you the Calais. Calais is street in Spanish, or I would tell you the street name. So, but I'll give you a little bit of an overview of where it's at. If you can see the Imperial sign there, okay? And I'm trying to see where we're at exactly, and I really can't tell.
There's a laundromat up.
But it's on the 2nd street on the 2nd street in Puerto Viejo, and you can't miss it. There's several restaurants through here.
In the front of the shack.
On top of the shack, and so you'll see the big red crab, and I'll show you that here in just a minute when we leave. But fabulous dinner, and I got nothing bad at all to say, or no negatives that I could find with this meal whatsoever. Again, if you're going to be in Puerto Viejo, you've got to try the red crab. All right, guys, we're signing off. It's been a great one, and we'll see you on the next video. All right. Here we are, we're leaving, and again, I'll show you the sign, and
Red Crab. And
there it is right there. Hopefully you can see that.
Canagero Rojo.
Okay, Caribbean seafood, El Canatero Rojo. I'm assuming that means red crab. Rojo is definitely red. So this is where we're at right now, and we will be heading over here to get into our little vehicle, and we will be on our way home for the evening. All right, people? You guys have a good night, and have a blessed day. Bye.